was between 2 and 3 times our money. So $1 was getting me 3 of their dollars. My dad would give me $1,000 for 2 months and I couldn't spend the money. And I just felt bad because like here I am, this little kid, 12 years old, and I'm buying everyone food and drinks and I'm not even thinking about it. I'm telling people in the village, yo, whatever you need, man, grab bags of flour, whatever you need, rice. I'd still go home with money at the end of the 2 months, man. And I'm like sitting here feeling bad that I'm buying 40-year-olds and 50-year-olds food. So when you say to me, how did that impact your life? I was like, God gave me this chance to be born in this beautiful country, to have a chance to do anything I want, learn anything I want. And I'm going to point fingers and blame people when I see my family, I see my friends, I see my people. They have no chance. They have no freedom. They have no rights. No, man, I love this place. I'll die for this country, man. And for me to see where we are is lack of information, suppression of information, ignorance at the utmost degree. Ignorance squared is what's going on right now. And it's sad what's going on in our country right now.
Do you have kids?
I got 3.
What sort of lessons do you teach your own kids about the world, about life, about the way they treat other people that you've gained from your experiences being over there and coming back to here?
So I've been able to maintain the next generation in this nation, even though I believe the majority of our people will see. What's sad is because of everything that's happened to our people, and 50% of us live abroad, we run the real risk of losing half of our population, not to war or conflict, but to poverty. So when we all live abroad, in 2 generations, brother, we're not going to know how to speak Albanian anymore. Most Albanians in 100 years from now won't even know where Albania is, right? Because they become
right
where they are. I'm still first generation, so I'm in between the 2 worlds. My children, they will be, because their mother's actually from there. She's from Kosovo. She survived the war thanks to America. Every day she says, if it wasn't for America, I'd be dead. Her family almost got wiped out. There was a village that was wiped out next to them in the Peja region. The Serbs pronounce it Peć, but in Albanian it's pronounced Peja. And in that region, they got trapped in the city, and they were fortunate to run into, people that were doing bad things, but they weren't wiping people out. And then when the NATO planes started flying over, they evacuated. But if they would have fell into one more group's hands, my wife wouldn't be here today. So that pressure from NATO literally saved my wife's life. She's writing a book about it called Not Without My Father. She literally saved her father's life. Her family was hiding outside of their village. Her dad got trapped because he went back to the house to get something. They're all hiding, and you couldn't trust them. You didn't know. They were wiping people out left and right. These are the people that massacred the Bosnians, right? So they told her, listen, bring your whole village back, or we're going to kill your dad. But how do you trust them? So she goes back and tells them all, if you guys don't come out of hiding right now and go back to the village, I'm telling them where you're hiding. So she literally, as like a 12-year-old girl, took the most dangerous risk ever, forced her family to go back to their village. They were at gunpoint for like 3 days. They beat them up a little bit, nothing too crazy. Then the NATO plane started going. They left. They evacuated, and they survived the war. And her dad's alive today because of her. So that's my children's mother, right? So you're not going to forget what you've been through and the opportunities that you have. I always say, I wish I had. Because even though, I come from over there, I was born here, man. I was brought up very, very blessed, right? Compared to, I wish I had the hunger of so many people I see come here. What they do in such a short amount of time boggles my mind. I'd rather have been the Albanian that came here as an immigrant than the one born here. The one that came from over there, brother, within 10 years, they all buy homes, successful businesses. They work hard. And that's also, I feel like, when you don't have a choice. I feel like we're so spoiled. I have a million different things I can do. I'll go to school. Maybe I'll major in language arts, and I'll switch to a minor in marketing. Like we have all these options where when you come here as an immigrant, you don't have an option. You have to survive. Right. You have to succeed. So that's why a lot of them end up in construction.
Right.
Or they own restaurants. They work hard in a restaurant. They save their money. They buy a restaurant. My father started with pizzerias, and then he got into real estate, which he did extremely well. My father was an animal. He worked like 14 hours a day. I didn't see him for years until he amassed what he did. And, no matter what, the dude's my hero. To come here, to not speak the language, not have any money, not have any back, no support. And people want to talk about the American dream. I am the American dream. I was given the chance to do things that my father never could do.